Will it run better?
Holy crap.
Type 4 Porsche VW engine, we got it running. It was full of water.
Oh, shoot. There's a ton of water in there. Oh.
I was shocked, but I was wondering if we could get it running better. I thought about rebuilding the carb. I went online and started looking at carb kits. Next to the carb kits were brand new carbs for $100. So of course I got the new carb. I think this was 120 shipped and it came like the next day. All right, let's see if we can get this old carburetor off. Where'd that other one go? There it goes. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Whew. Yeah, this thing's gonna need a serious rebuild. Probably gonna send it out or exchange it or just buy a new one. I don't know. All right, carb is off. A little pry bar helped pretty good. All these rubbers right here are pretty rough. So we're probably gonna get some suction through there too, but we'll see how it does with the new carb. Let me get that old gasket cleaned off of there. Beautiful. Hopefully it runs good. Fits nice. Man, I hope this works. All right, carburetor is on. It's looking good. Let's get some fresh oil in there. We got the battery hooked up, the negative cable, positive cable. We got the jump starter switch hooked up. We got the fuel going to the carb. I haven't pumped anything to it yet. It's dry. Let's try it. There goes the fuel. All right, let's try it, guys. We'll see what happens. Oil's in there, right? Yeah. Ooh, wow. Look at that. What a difference a carb makes. Holy cow. And the oil pressure light went out. Cool. Man, that's crazy. It's gonna start smoking once all this oil gets heated up. That's not bad for $100, guys. That was the first start, guys. Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I'd say it's running better. Still sounds like it's got a vacuum issue. That could be this thing. I don't know if this is going to help at all, but this whole setup's probably causing some vacuum issues. Wow. That's cool. It's just sitting there purring. Heads are getting hot. I don't know. You can see the fuel leaking. The oil leaking out of there. So we're gonna put new gaskets on there. See if that helps. But yeah, man, that thing's just purring. Pretty cool. Probably starting to get a little hot. Alright, let's turn it off. We'll let it cool off. Turn the fan on, let it cool off. Working. Hey, that carb sounds pretty good. I mean, for a cheap fix, not bad. We definitely got some head gasket issues. All that oil coming out of there. All right, guys, I think that was a success as far as trying out the new carb. I was pretty excited and hoping it was going to work, and it did. That was freaking awesome. So I've been letting it cool off, and I cleaned up the oil that came out of the valve covers. And I think what I want to do is start stripping this down a little bit, maybe get all the tins off of it and see if we can clean it up a little bit better. Maybe replace the valve cover gaskets and see if there's any airflow blockages under the tin, and just kind of check it out and see if we can clean up all that stuff, if it's going to run cooler and if it's going to run a little better. Although it was running pretty good, I definitely want to get this thing off of here and this thing and take the tin off, and there could be mouse nest and all kinds of junk under the tin. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, this is part of the emissions control system. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it pumps air into the exhaust somehow. Not quite sure, but it's not even connected, so they're not using it. Hasn't been used for a long time. Let's get this off of here. Shoot. Maybe. Wow. Dang, that one's on there big time. Already hitting some obstacles. All right, let's try to get this back tin off, and we might be able to get in here a little bit better. Oh, oh man, yeah. Ooh, it's not looking good. There it goes. Yeah, a little rusty. All right, success. All right, just gotta do the other side. There we go. Send a little shock wave through it. All right. This one's going to be a problem. It's pretty rusty. It's Project 924. All right, let's see. That one's rusted shut, guys. Wow. Rusted shut. All right, this one's so rusted it's not coming out, so let's see if we can cut this. We don't need to save this. You can see how rusty that one is. Seized on to that other piece, so hopefully now this will come out of the head. Look how gunked up it is. Wow, that's crazy. There we go. That's it. All right, we're gonna pull the manifolds off and pull that whole carburetor off with the manifold, hopefully. And then I wanna get this pump off of here too. Let's get this pump out of the way. And 13. That should be it. These need a little more love right here. It's crusty. There we go. Now it should come off. There it is. That old thing. Ooh, sturdy. Wow, it's looking better. We're gonna get this thing off too. Once we get some of that tin off. Let's get the carburetor and the manifolds off. All right, let's see if we can get these air pump things out of the way, because they're blocking the manifold bolts in a couple of areas. It's 22 millimeter. There we go. I think that goes all the way down into the head. So hopefully they all come out. So far so good. You should come right off. All right, this came off pretty easy. Get those little washers out of there. Yeah. Ooh, took the stud with it. Okay, there we go. There we go. That was easy. Look at that rusty junk in there. Huh. Must have just been sitting down in there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Gotcha. Ooh. All right, got those off. They're a little gnarly. Gasket's all nasty and grease and dirt everywhere. It's just a mess. Rust and junk down in there. Yeah, I didn't realize it, but there's a bolt right there holding that thing on. Probably both sides. What was that, 13? Let's see if we can get that off. It's loose. Rusty bolt. Pretty gnarly. It's like a case bolt goes through there. I'm just gonna leave that right now. There's the intake manifold thing. Oh. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this thing off now. Oh yeah. All right, cool. Oh, that one was in there. All right, cool. All right, check it out. Got the carburetor, got the intake manifolds off. Got those freaking vacuum things out of there. This old gasket on here. Gnarly. They're pretty dirty. Probably gonna need a rebuild. All right. This one back here was fighting me pretty good, but I finally got it. It holds, it goes around the heads. All these tins are important for cooling the engine, but they don't work too good when they're covered with grease and dirt. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's better. It's like looking for Easter eggs. They're hidden everywhere. There was one down in there I got. There's another one here. Where's that brush? They're hiding everywhere. That's a big one. Gonna need my yeah, gonna need the vice grips on there. All right, I'm gonna get these wires out of the way and get a good glimpse of them real quick. Make sure I can see where they're all going. This one's going to nothing. And this one's going to, I I think that used to connect to the oil pressure switch right there. That probably makes sense. And this was something else. This may be where the head temp went. Betcha. Okay. This one right here is going to the distributor down to the coil capacitor area, and that comes up here and connects to the negative side. We got this cable, I don't know what that does, but it's going to the negative side. So the short one's going to the positive side. Looks like, yeah. I went ahead and labeled the spark plug cables and also marked the cap just to give a little reference. If we go to put it back together anytime soon, we'll have a quick guide. We can always look in the manual, and the 10s are marked 3. This is 4, you can't barely see it, it's right there. 1, 2. Yeah, there's the firing order. 1, 4, 3, 2. Case number is down in here. You can barely see it. It's all covered with junk. But let's see what we got here. It should be a 2.0. GC004567. I don't know if you guys can decode that, but if you want to decode it and put a comment below, go for it. So we can pull these off now. These are gnarly cables. But they still work. This thing was just leaking oil everywhere, and they drove it like that for a while and got everywhere. I'll get these out of the way. All right, let me see if we can get this beast out of here. I'm gonna knock on it for a second. This is the ground terminal for fuel injection system. Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. We got her. All right, we're getting there. I found a couple more. These are actually 10mm heads here. All right, cool. That's coming off. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. There's the nest. There it is. Wow. Mm-hmm. A little bit of junk in there. Somebody was living in there at one point. Yeah, look at all the junk down in between the heads. That's supposed to be clear. There's airflow supposed to go through there. Wow. Yeah, that'll get hot real quick. Mm-hmm. Pretty wild. It's pretty wild that it ran. And runs okay. It's just, it's not breathing properly, so it's gonna get hot real quick, which it does. And all the seals are worn out. Yeah, that's a head temp sensor, which is cool. I don't know if it still works. There's all kinds of junk in here. There's a lizard egg, an old one. Leaves and grease and dirt. All kinds of insulation and stuff from a nest. Wow. All right, let's see if the other side will come off. There we go. A little dirty. A little greasy and dirty. Oh, this side's not as bad. I guess it's about the same. It just didn't have a nest. But yeah, there's all kinds of crap in here. A lot of crap. Let me get the vacuum and suck some of this stuff up. Look at all that crap. Wow. I mean, it's just thick dirt and grease. This thing was leaking hard. We ran over it with the vac real quick and just picked up some of the loose stuff, but there's so much stuff in there. Look at all that stuff. In between the heads, in between the jugs, pistons. That's all supposed to be clear so that the air will flow through there and cool it off. Everything is just a mess. All right, these are tins. It's like these little dowel pins holding it on. It's interesting. Oh, look at that. It's busted off of there. Oh, weird. Well, I think at this point we're at the teardown stage at this point. I mean, we could hook it back up. We could hook the carburetor back up and watch it run without the tins on it. That might be kind of interesting. Maybe turn it over and watch the valve train spin. We could do a compression check just to see. I don't know. Maybe we will. But these are the parts we've taken off so far. Mostly the tins. Those are all the cooling tins that help keep the engine cool as it's running. Of course, when the engine is covered with grease and dirt and oil, probably doesn't cool too well. It's pretty bad. I wouldn't want to run it too long like this. It's not gonna stay cool very long. That's supposed to be clean. So yeah, you can kind of see down in there. You can see the valves. They're a little dirty, a little rusty. Yeah, it's gonna need a rebuild, guys. I mean, it runs, but it's not gonna run good like this. All right, we got it all cleaned up, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a compression check, maybe before we start tearing it all down completely. Let's check the compression just for fun and see what kind of variances we're getting. I've got this basic compression tester I picked up a couple of years ago. Let's hook it up and see what happens. I picked up this cool spark plug socket. It's got a magnet in it, because when the tins are on these, you can't get to this. It's hard to get to the spark plugs, so the magnet holds that in there. It's pretty cool. Auto Atlanta, I got that from. Definitely worth it. Like $12 or something. Pretty cool. All right, check it out. So this is cylinder 4. Okay, went right back up to, I would say, like right around 135. All right, let's do the next one. I'm gonna call that 118. All right, this is cylinder number 2. Let's try it. Number 4 was right around 135, and the other ones were right around 120. Pretty wild. Let's see if we can get this fan off of here. These are 13 millimeter. Oh, we lost it. All right. I think that'll pop off of there now. Couple fins missing. All right, that wasn't too bad. Cut the belt, fan came out. The fan is held on with these 3 bolts here. It's got a couple broken fins, which is pretty normal. And we've got 4 nuts holding this on. There's a couple other things holding it too. It's like connected to the exhaust, the heater boxes, and the thermostat wire, and a couple other things we got to disconnect. These are 13. The razor knife, see if we can get in there and loosen that up. There we go. All right, there's a couple more bolts over here. On the side, 13 mil. It's a bracket that's connected to the oil cooler. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. Well, we almost had it. Okay. Little cap there. Yep. All right. Check it out. That's pretty cool. That's like the whole fan housing. And it also holds the alternator and the coil. And it connects to the heater boxes. Wow. Oh, check out that mount right there. The motor mount is gone. Look at that. Wow. Jeez. They got some weird bolts on here too. Those don't look right. They're like doubled up and bent down here. I don't know. I don't think those are right. Ooh. All right. Wow. Here is the oil temperature sensor wire. It goes down to that plate under there. There's the oil cooler, and there is the gasket and the tin that go on top of it. We'll probably take that off next to get this oil cooler off of here. There we go. And so it's got this rubber gasket that goes on there. It actually looks like it's in pretty good shape still, huh? Wow. Look at how nasty that oil cooler is. Wow. It's crazy. And I keep finding these pieces of belt everywhere. I don't know if the rats were eating it or if the belt just got blown up and flew everywhere. Yeah, we're gonna need a new oil cooler, guys. Maybe a couple other things. Wow. All right, let's get that oil cooler off of there. What's that, 10 millimeter? And there's some little washers there. Check it out. A little dirty. Little dirty. There's the seals. There's no water in there now. All right, exhaust is off. Let's get the headers off now. Get them out of the way. These are gonna be a little crispy. There we go. All right, this one's fighting me. Let's see if we can cut that off. All right, let's see if we can get the gear shifter off of here. It's got a Allen wrench right here, and that connects to this shifter, goes up into the transmission. Let's see if we can get this off of here. There we go. Got that little point on it. It's moving. It's a little rough. There it goes. I'm gonna put this back in here for now. Junk in there. Ooh. All right, shifter is out. This thing is looking pretty rough too. Probably gonna need a new bushing there. Just add it to the pile. All right, let's get that starter out of the way. We got a 15 on the bottom and a 17 on the top. All right, let's see if we can get this head off. All right, let's get those head bolts off. Those are 15. Yeah, 15 mil. It's hard to get in between these two notches here on this one. This will do it. A little slimmer. Got it. All right, we should be loose. Let's see what happens. All right, just remember, there's a very specific flathead screw holding that piece of tin. It's screwed into the head, so we gotta try to get that out of the way. There it is. All right, should come off now, hopefully. Yeah. Look at all the leakage going on there. Good Lord. Wow. Dang, this thing was, you know what I remember now? You're supposed to pull these things off first. And then you can drop this tin down. That's what I forgot. It's alright. Not a big deal. Pop those out on the other side next time. There might be another screw holding this on. I think the jug should come out now. There we go. Yeah. A little rough. A little rough. A little rough. Dang it. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, I would say those are a little worn out. She's mint, boys. She's mint. All the rings are just coated with all kinds of junk. Look how nasty that is. It's crazy. There's some more of that belt stuff. It's everywhere. They must have had a couple belts explode and just get blown all over the engine. I don't know what that is. Some kind of alien creature or something. It's crazy. Look at that thermostat. I wonder if it still works. Without catching the house on fire. Not moving much. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that anymore. Yeah, probably not a good idea. It moved a little bit, I think. All right, let's get this other head off. Came off a little easier. It's just as dirty or nastier. Ooh, there's that tin, but I was able to push it down a little bit and get it out of the way. There's a little bit of rust in there, but doesn't look too bad. Let's keep going. Let's get this transmission off of here. The top is 15 mil and the bottom is 17. It's fighting me. It's fighting me. Holy moly. There go the lifters. Well, we may have it. I don't know. Let's see. It's kicking my butt, guys. God, finally. Moisture was hard to crack. Jeez. Good Lord. Whew. God dang. Look at all that sweat coming out of there. Holy crap. Man, this is the fourth Type 4 I've done. That's never happened. All the transmissions have just popped right off. Wow. I don't know why, but this bolt right there just did not want to come out. I don't know if it was boogered up on the end and just a little smashed up and just didn't want to go through that hole, but there it is. Look at all that dirt and junk inside the bell housing. Good Lord, it's crazy. It still turns though. She's a runner. And you can see all the milky junk still coming out of the transmission. That's even after I drained it and filled it back up with regular oil. It's still full of junk, so hopefully it's not rusted in there. I'm gonna drain it out, fill it up with some cleaner, diesel or whatever, and let it soak a little while and clean it and drain it again, and then fill it back up with some oil and have VW Darren take a look at it, see what's going on. But we have another one, hopefully out of the 2 or 3 that I have, that one of them's good. And I don't think I did too much damage. I don't think I did too much damage to the case here. This area doesn't matter too much as long as it's not, you know, broken or bent up too bad. It's just a mating surface for the bell housing. Not a big deal. It's the case that you don't want to mess up, the where the case halves go together. But yeah, there was a little collateral damage, but it's not too bad. We can clean that up. That's if we can save this transmission. Might be better just to get a different one or use the other one that I have. Whew. Anyway, what a mess. I guess I know what I'm doing for the next hour or so. Getting this mess cleaned up and getting that thing put on the stand. For you, it'll be, well, we might make this a 2-part series, guys. Stay tuned. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. We will crack the case on the next one. We'll get this thing opened up, take a close look at the cam and the crank and all the stuff inside, the bearings, see how messed up it is. Hopefully it's not too bad, and hopefully we can save the case and the crank and the rods and a couple other things. We're going to get it up on a stand and get that thing opened up and cleaned out and all that good stuff. Also, I plan on taking the 914 out to the farm next week. I got a really cool tow bar from 914 Rubber that I'm going to put on the front and tow this thing out with the Mazda. So hopefully we're going to start the metal work on that next week. I got to build a rotisserie for it so I can get it up on its side and we can work on the pans and everything. And we're going to finish up the Beetle, do some more work on that. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.
It's just sitting there purring.
Will it run better?
Holy crap. Oh, shoot. There's a ton of water in there. Oh.